Okay. All right. So, Joan, I'm probably going to start with you because we mentioned Michael, and there he is.
Oh,
Bear with me just a minute. Like, I just want to hug you. Like, I just want to come up and hug you. And he's going, like, he'd pick you up off your feet because he's telling me you're kind of short. He is not super tall, a little bit under 6 foot, but I think he could still pick you up. Um, like, my mom makes the best. Wait, are you good with Christmas baking, like the cookies?
yes, yes.
Okay, because he's trying to tell me go have some of my mom's cookies. I don't know if you're doing it this year or not. I think you are from what he's saying. It's like a big deal. Some saying something about eggnog. So I don't know if he didn't like eggnog or enjoyed it. He's just showing me a cup of eggnog as well too. Um, is there a newer baby?
Yes.
Like congratulations, or I don't, to me, it looks like a girl. Please don't get stuck on that if I'm wrong on the gender. That's just kind of how he's showing it to me. Held the baby before, is it a girl or boy?
Girl. Girl.
Girl. Okay. Does he's showing me it in pink, so I would hope. Um, held her, wait, is she like 4 months old? How old is she?
She just turned a year.
Oh, that's not so little then. Okay. Showing me the baby. Hold on. Wait, airs fall squarely on my shoulders, but this baby is in California, is it? Have you been in California?
No,
Who's in? Okay, he's mentioning California. Is that important to you or mean anything?
I have siblings there. I have siblings in
Okay, he's
California.
somebody in California. That's all he's saying about that. Um, hold on. I'm uncomfortable with this because I always say go see a medical doctor. Are you having any iron issues? Like, do you have a low iron?
Yes.
How random is this? I never know what they're going to say, and I always try to avoid the medical stuff. But mom, take your iron, is what he's saying, or get your iron checked. You're fine. Um, Something about liver. Oh, I can't stand liver. Do you enjoy that?
I love liver.
Or eat your liver. He's going to
Yes,
take
for
the iron
liver.
liver. Oh, I can't with that. Um, Show me what a big deal the holiday always was as he was growing up. And I think even after he left home, he showed me doing Christmas at home or this being just the biggest family event. Um, I smell cigarette smoke. I don't think Michael smoked. Did anybody in your house smoke? Oh, did
My
your husband?
husband, my
Okay,
husband.
because I smell cigarette smoke, but I smoke, so I'm not. The face is not to make a judgment. But Michael looks 12 to 15, so I don't know the importance of that, if any. Um, Hold on. It's almost like this point in your grief, joyful. That's a oxymoron thing to say, but he's making me feel like you'll see me again. There's all the confidence, there's all the evidence of all this. So now my eyes are focused, and I would feel your grief is I know you miss him, but it feels complete in some way. And I hope that's not too strong of a statement. Would that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, hold on. He didn't get you these earrings, did he?
No,
Do you have earrings that Michael gave you that almost look like Christmas earrings?
no. I don't think so. I'd have to think about it.
Please do, because he showed me like Christmas trees, but on earrings. And I thought he was pointing at what you had on, but he's indicating that he got these. They're from him. Hold on. Okay. 1 second, Joan. Hold just a second. Like this is very imagery with him based. I'm trying just to find out what I'm supposed to say. Um, for everybody, just to be transparent, I know Joan's been a client for a while, but this he showed me you spending a lot of time in and out of the hospital with him, kind of going and coming out, and but he's also indicating that this is not triggering for you anymore, and he's like whoosh, huge relief about that. Like he's calling you his little feisty mama. Sorry, that feels inappropriate, but that's what he said.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Thank you, like thank you for always being there. And he's showing me you with notes or kind of trying to write down and remember all the things that the doctor would say. He just keeps going, I love you so much, mom, I love you. um I don't know if somebody, do you go by the bookstore?
Yes,
Okay, because you showed me the bookstore and then his face. I remember now what he's talking about. So this is is this in the hospital?
yes.
Okay. So he's kind of showing me now the hospital with the bookstore. Um, okay. I don't know the name of these flowers but they're like a violet to blue violet petal flower that he's trying to hand to you, and they're small little blooms on that. I have zero idea what that means, Joan. I'm sorry, but he wants me to give you that.
Well,
Um, did those colors mean anything to you in particular?
purple?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. So I'm supposed to hand you these bluish violet purple flowers. Um, so he still hears you like mumbling and talking to him. He says, my mom kind of just talks to herself while she cooks, and then we'll start laughing. He's glad the music is playing again. So it sounds like you have music going in the background. This kid is just very happy you're doing so well. He seems to kind of, I don't want to go more present, but very, very, very present. And it's like I say this to Joan, but this is applying to Joan only. Like it's a relief to him that everybody's kind of moving on through all of this, because even my dad is smiling a lot more these days. Like I feel more engaged. He's going, still can't hear worth shit. But like
yes,
he's more engaged. Um With me. Man, he is going super fast. This is so random as well too, but like I think his dad has an ingrown toenail or a bad toenail or something like this. Is
yes,
but
yes, yeah,
okay. So I mean, I'm
yeah,
like, what the hell do you want me to say about that? I think he's just showing us this to show us he's still as present.
yes.
Um, okay. Is there anything you want me to ask him or talk to him about? Any questions you have, Joan?
Well, we had to put his dog down this week, and I just hope that the dog is with him.
I had to put a dog down yesterday. I'm so sorry. I know
Oh,
that it
terrible.
just, especially with the holidays. Um, okay. The dog that he's showing me almost looks like a cocker spaniel. I don't know if that's a dog or if that's just how Michael's. Is this an older dog, like 12, 13, 14?
12, 12.
Okay. Um, that's how Michael is showing her to me, and he looks like a girl to me, but I don't know.
Yes,
Um, Hold up. Was she cremated, Joan?
yes.
Okay, so like did you'll have the ashes back like early next week?
No, well, I'm not
You
sure
back?
when.
Okay, he's just showing me the ashes being put by him. That's all he's saying. That's the only
Okay.
reason why I asked. Um, I don't know symbolically or you do that or what. I don't know. Um, she looks older to me, and now he's showing me her like puppy as well too. So he's saying he was there. Did his dad cry about this?
Yes,
Okay, he's
yes.
showing me dad and maybe taking it a little bit harder. You being the, I don't go stronger one, but it feels like holding it together a little bit more. He says, "Thank you for taking good care of her." Sorry.
Thank you.
I like people, but I love animals, and that is just hard, especially when it's the last connection or one of the last connections to our loved ones. I know I still have the dog that my husband gave me, and I will get this dog cloned. I will get him stuffed. I just can't let him go. I literally, Pierre's, gosh, almost 13, and I tell him every day, you're just going to have to survive because I can't survive without you. So I'm so sorry. I'm
Thank,
sorry. I'm
thank you.
very sorry. Anything else you want me to talk to him or ask him about? Or
Just that he's happy and
he looks
healthy.
amazing, very radiant. Yeah, he looks good. But he always looks good. Do you make wedding soup?
Yes.
Okay, that was for me, not for him, because he was telling me about the meatballs. Like those are not the meatballs that I should. So, he's like waving like this. Hold on, I need to move on, but I'm going to give Joan just a couple, just another minute or two. So Michael's now indicating that he's kind of watching over transplant doctors and got a very big interest in this. Like they're kind of packing. I do not want to be graphic and I can't stand body stuff, but like they're packing things, they take an organ out, pack, put it back in. He said he's very observant of this. Like this might be something he considers doing, but it's only because he likes to help people. But there's a big curiosity for him with that. He says this saves lives. He's now thanking me for being an organ donor, which I am. So that's kind of a side note and interesting as well too. I'm always astounded at how interest and passions go on the other side. Like that is amazing to me how it continue. You know, we think when we lose someone that it just ends, or we hope that they go on, but we're unsure of what they do over there, if they can still continue to do something they love. I have heard the most astounding things from people, and an evidential medium that doesn't get named. So really, I need you to validate what I'm getting, but they'll start talking about their interest. And then the family go, they love to do that. So I believe that those things can continue on, but this looks a little bit new. Okay. I'll be praying for your family for the holidays.
Yeah, the 29th of December is when he passed.
Oh
So
God.
it's terrible time, but I'm okay.
Yeah. Well, from what Michael says, that it feels a little bit easier, not easy, but a little bit
Yes.
easier.
Yes. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm going to do so. Is your name Kathy? Kay?
Kayleen.
Kayleen, can we go with you next?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna move you over here. All right, so Barry, so uh Joan was one of the rare ones where I just have one person show up. Let me see who comes forward. I've got an older male. He feels paternal. Is your father in spirit?
Yes.
This feels like dad. Um, I've got a mom is still living. This lady's got to be a grandmother. Is your mom still here?
No.
How old was your mom when she transitioned?
52 years old.
No, this is not mom. I'm 55. This lady, do you have a grandmother in spirit too?
Two grandmothers, and my mother-in-law passed when she was 67.
All right,
We
that might be her.
were really close.
Okay. I do feel maternal with this woman, but there's no way she's 55. Okay, bear with me just a minute. Or 52, sorry. I think this lady is your mom. Sorry, I'm gonna have to turn this way. So I've got dad, mother-in-law, I believe, and mom. Was mom a more challenging relationship than with your mother-in-law?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm gonna talk as fast as I can because we don't have a ton of time in this. Like she just wants to apologize. Apologize. This is your mom I'm talking to. Um, she keeps going about her selfishness. Was there a little bit of narcissism with her at all?
Um, I didn't know it growing up, and she died when I was 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
More recently, over the last year or two, I've discovered that yes, yes.
Okay. But she's saying, I don't know you. I don't know these people that I'm talking to, but she wants to apologize at that. I kind of, it's like I can, I just feel like this weird focus, and maybe she would have used guilt trips. And if you were 17, I don't know how much of this you remember. She wants to say she loves you very much. The lady next to her, which I think is your mother-in-law, she's being kind to your mom, but there's a sense of protectiveness around you, and she's not pushing your mom off, but she's kind of like creating a boundary. And I know you love your mom, and your mom loves you, but this other lady feels much more prevalent in your life, which if your mom passed when you were 17, that makes a lot of sense. Sorry. Everybody's fine. I have a hard time with the expression of love because how do you say that adequately? So she's like, I just want to start crying. She's just very sorry. And this is your mom again. And I feel a lot of regret for like chaos that would have been around. And I don't know what the parameters of that she's talking about. Again, I do not know you. Um, but things kind of feel like out of control a little bit before she transitioned and then very strongly afterwards. But does any of this make sense to you?
Yeah. Yes.
She just loves you and she's proud of you and she needs you to know that because she doesn't know when she said that to you last and she needs you to hear that. Your mother-in-law is kind of giving her a little bit of stern look, loving but stern. I want to call you baby girl. I'm now on the mother-in-law. Shoot. Sorry, hold on. She's actually calling you her daughter. Um, was she sick before she transitioned? This is your mother-in-law.
My mother-in-law, yes, she was sick.
Okay. Were you involved in her care? Did you help take care of her? Did you do things for her?
No, she lived in Pennsylvania and I live in Colorado.
Thank you. She's saying thank you for what you've done. So my assumption would be kind of like being there for her. She just wants to thank you. She's putting her son's child's hand into yours. I'm like, I'm not worried about this. She says she's just like, I can relax. This is so unprofessional. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Hold on. Let me.
Did you say a child's hand in
Mm-hmm.
hers?
Your child in spirit too.
My daughter. And she was very, very close with my mother-in-law. It was her grandmother.
Okay. All right. Give me a second.
That'd be good.
Okay. This so it's none of it sadness. This is all love that they're giving me. And again, I just have a challenging time expressing it. Um, how old was your daughter?
24.
Okay, hold on. There's your daughter, but dad's also coming forward now. Um, I tell you what, we're not done, you and I, but can I give you a gift of like 30 minutes free on me
Oh, thank you.
for private? Um, and I want, listen, I'm a therapist and just confidentiality. You could tell whoever you want. It just feels weird to me. We're not done. And you've got some significant people here that kind of want to talk, and we are on a very abbreviated time here.
Okay.
Um, was your daughter's transition unexpected?
Yes.
She snapped her fingers. That's my sign for we didn't see this coming. She's apologizing. She just goes, I'm sorry, mom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, she needs you to know, and your mother-in-law as well, too. Like she is doing beautifully. How long ago did she transition?
8 years. Do you mean my daughter?
Your daughter.
8 years ago.
Okay. So you
8 years.
know she's okay and doing very do you have confidence in that at all?
Do I have confidence in what?
Your daughter's okay. We're going to
Um,
talk separately. I can get you in next week if you're flexible on time a little bit.
okay.
Um, like she just needs your daughter needs you to know that she is doing very well, and I don't know her story, and I think that feels like maybe a more private thing to do. But she wants me to tell you she's okay. She's sorry. She loves you. She's trying to hug you. Was your daughter had a hard time showing emotion or affection when she was here,
Oh, I'm sorry. A hard time showing emotion?
or affection to you?
Oh, yes.
Okay, because like it's an awkward hug I want to give you, but she's like, no, I mean it. Like, I mean it. But it feels kind of not something she would do 50 times a day, if I can say that. Um, she wants me to tell you she's working on her temper. I swear to God, I do not know your daughter. And usually they give me a ton of emotion, and that's why I can get all of those idiosyncrasies down. But like, she's very succinct with this. She needs you to know that she's okay. She's working on her temper, like the volatility. I don't know if this young lady had like oppositional,
Hmm. All of
uh,
that.
something like oppositional, and like she just said to her choices, and like I feel this chaos around, but she's like, tell her that's she's cursing. That shit's gone. She goes, I am fine. I am cool. Sometimes when people in spirit tell me stuff, I call bullshit, and I apologize if I'm offending anybody. I do not call bullshit on your daughter. This feels authentic. Like she's done some work on herself. Your mother-in-law is like, Yes, she has. Everything's good. Dad, man, you got a lot of people wanting to apologize to you. I tell you what, do you see my email address in the chat part?
Let me look. Bella Blue Eyes
Well,
at
all of you
iCloud.
guys want out, message me when we're done, and I will get you in as soon as I can. And we will have as long a conversation with these people.
Thank
Eh,
you.
Okay. I like doing the groups because they're short and fast and everybody gets a little message until I get something like this. And I'm like, oh no, this is much longer than 10 minutes. This is going to take a few minutes.
Uh-huh.
Um, Dad feels complicated. Let me just say that to be very concise in all this. I feel love, but then I also feel, and I'm picking up your emotion on this, just this would have been a challenging thing for you, and he wants to hash that out. I have a question. Have you seen mediums before? Have you had these conversations with them before?
I've seen mediums, and it's not been like this.
I do therapy because I'm a therapist, so I don't care about all the other stuff. And I don't think anybody should be in therapy for years because I don't do clinical. So I just like, I do grief. Let's have these conversations. Let's do family therapy. He wants to do it. Your daughter wants to do it. We're going to do it. I may give mom some time. I don't know, but we'll get you done. Okay. Please know I call the space heaven because that's the word everybody knows. If I see them, I know they're fine. If I don't see them, I don't really have a concern. They just didn't show up for today. I will say this. I'll say one other thing for you. Your daughter, I will not have any information about this beyond what I'm telling you. I just don't get it. Your daughter's showing me a very bright light with a little heartbeat in the middle, only and ever my sign for miscarriage or termination. Here's the deal. I don't know gender. I don't know who it belongs to. Zero clue. I almost don't say them, but your daughter is shoving it in my face. So I will make sure that I let you know. So she has that soul. Again, I don't have any more information. Is there anything real quick you want me to ask them?
That would have been hers. Her child.
Okay. Do you have
Um,
any questions you want me to ask? Let me know.
can you tell if it's a male or female? I feel like
Yeah.
it has been a male.
So I don't, if there's sometimes when a child is stillborn, I will see that very clearly.
Okay.
Or if they pass, within a couple of days, I get a ton of information. And I can't even tell, like between 12 and 16 weeks is what I'm guessing, maybe 20 weeks. But I don't have a gender. And seriously, it just looks like a very bright light to me. Your daughter's nodding when you said boy.
Mm.
Take that for you will. Um, she would say she just makes better choices now. She just makes these better choices, and I feel like maybe if you, I do not, I'm not on a mood stabilizer, although sometimes I feel like I might need to be. But when you're on like something that just keeps you like this, because that's me now, mom, and it's not, I'm not medicated, I'm not self-medicated, or like it's like this, and that is authentic with her. So that's very good, and please reach out. I promise I can get you in very quick. If you're open to strange times, I'll get you in quickly. Okay.
Thank you, Isabel.
You're welcome. I hope this was helpful for you.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Let's
Thank
see
you.
who wants to go next. Any volunteers? Seriously? There's only three people left. Okay. All right,
I'll
Robert.
go.
All right.
Oh,
Okay. Nope. You're good, Kimberly. Let's do Kimberly. And Kimberly, you're muted. Okay, there we go. We've
Here.
spoken before.
yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Um, First person here, I see female, older female. Is your mom in spirit?
No, mother
You
figure
have a
though.
grandmother? Pardon?
She was my aunt.
Your aunt. Okay, just feels very maternal to me. Um,
Yeah, she was more like a mom to me.
like seriously, I like this lady. She is sassy, and I think she is. I like her a lot. Like I really like free with her opinion with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like tell it like it is. She showed me you and her being in the car, kind of. And if she sees somebody do it, if I offend you for cursing, forgive me.
No,
Like,
no.
she sees some shit, like she's gonna call it. Um, She says she does not quite a trucker mouth, but like she will tell people where it is. She's like she'll just tell you how it goes, and she doesn't give two shit. Like she just gives zero fucks to all of that. I like this
Yep.
woman a lot. Um, there's a young male. You don't have a son in spirit, do you?
I don't know.
Do you have a child in spirit?
My daughter does.
Your daughter has a child in spirit.
Yes.
So this lady who feels maternal to me says to tell you she's got the son. So please let your daughter know she's got. How old was the son?
My daughter's in spirit.
Your
She
daughter's in
died
spirit.
7 months pregnant. Yeah,
Okay. She's like she's got this. She's got
she
this. Sorry, she's going. She's got this. She's got this. She's got this. And I'm thinking it's you, and she's yelling at me. She's got this. So let me find your daughter. Um. So the
she
boy,
always protects her. Yeah, he
the
was a boy.
yeah, the boy looks two. I don't know how long ago this was, but he looks a little bit like a toddler to me.
He
There's your
always
daughter.
comes through as toddler.
Okay, so I've got your daughter now too. Like, mom, really, mom. Hold on, bear with me. Man, your daughter is strongly opinionated as well too. I enjoy your family. Like your family says what they think, which is rare. Or we need more of that. Hold on. She's kind of yelling at her son and yelling. I'm like, get over here, just being a mom. Like that's the kind of stuff going on right there. That's your daughter. So I'm trying to just have her do what she needs to do so I can focus in. Hold on. She just doesn't want him making any of the mistakes that she made. And he's a baby. So I don't know how this is possible. And we all make mistakes, but like she's very focused on like just protecting him. She goes, Mom, you did protect me. You tried everything. It's almost like you needed to lasso me and tie me in the corner. She said it sometimes. She goes, do you understand that?
Absolutely.
So it's like she's gonna control this kid, so that's never a problem. Um, she's like cursing like a sailor. Again, I wish I knew
She
English
had
to
a
curse like
very bad mouth.
okay, because that sounds like me in real life and not when I'm trying to do this professionally. But she's like, get your ass out here, come on, in a kind and loving way. Now she's trying to hand him like the
Yes.
vanilla wafer. So I don't know if vanilla wafers are important or if that's just what she's given him. Um, were they together? Were they cremated together?
Yes.
Okay, she's this. Thank you for making sure that we're always together. Um, I think maybe you still have like an altar or some. What a weird word to say, but like she's showing me this place. It feels like an altar to me. That's the word she used. So I'll go with. I'm not even going to try to interpret that. And also showing me an ultrasound picture. So I don't know if you have this or not. Um,
I do.
okay, she's showing me that, and then like I don't. Here's the deal. Most of the time, I know exactly what they're trying to show me and what it means with her. She's going very fast, so I'm not going to try to get. But like she's showing me also a keychain picture or a keychain with her name on it as well too. So that could mean a couple of different things. Um, like she wants to apologize for her sassiness or her mouth. I'm making this sound a lot cleaner. I'm like giving you the G-rated version here because she knows you only meant well, and you've got to stop with the guilt, Mom. You've got to stop with the guilt. Are you still experiencing guilt?
Sometimes, yeah. She died
No. Go ahead.
she died 7 months pregnant from a drug overdose.
Right. My daughter was
And I
7
feel
when
like
she
I
died.
could have done more.
And I have a child that's an addict, and I always think 500 times a day, what can I do differently or more or better? Or it is exhausting being the only one putting the effort into keeping this child sober.
Yes.
And thank God, and I don't say that lightly, he has not had anything in 6 months, but I kind of hold my breath at this point and go, I'm getting better. But she's like, stop with the guilt, stop with this, just stop. Like choices were made. Um, and I have to, I give her this 1,000,000%. This feels like such a fucking accident. Because she goes, she cares about herself, yes, but she's pointing at that little boy and going, So much more, mom. So much more. Never thought this would happen. She's mad at the
Yeah,
person
she
that
was
gave this to
looking
her.
forward. Yeah,
Yeah, mad
she
at the
was
person that
looking forward to being a mom. She was sober for 8 months and 7 months pregnant.
yeah. I that's
Sorry.
exasperation on me. No, 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 no.
I know exactly what's
Guys,
going through your head.
I just really think anyway, we don't have to say a word between us. I think we get it.
Yes,
She's angry at the person that gave this to her, but then also she's got to look back at herself on all of this. And like I want to go, oh, like this. She literally is going, oh, I can't, it just feels like a very unexpected, but pissed off at herself. Again, they can have emotions over there. They work through them a billion times faster and with more support
yeah,
than you and I. So please don't let anything I'm saying to you make you feel or have a worry that she's not okay or somehow stressed. That quite the opposite is true. But like she's kind of acknowledging all of this. And like I even feel like there's still onesies and maybe you still have these onesies. Like, do you have some of the baby clothes?
I haven't been able to clean out her room.
Okay. But are they in the home?
Yeah, everything her room is exactly how she
Okay.
left it.
So she showed me like a yellow onesie. It's been almost 34 years since my daughter transitioned. All of her stuff, because we moved out of the country 4 months later. My mom helped me, and everything was put in little totes. And I'm like, I'll get to this one day. 34 years later, I can't do it. And some people can. For
Yeah,
me, it's just comfort that I still have the totes. Like, a couple things
yep,
still smell like my daughter, and I'm able to smell those. But beyond that, it's too much. So I'm
I get
sorry.
it.
I know
I get it.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's horrible. Um, wait, I don't think I'm understanding this. Just she didn't have a rocking chair in there, did she? Do you have a rocking chair?
I do.
So she's saying that she sits in the rocking chair. So she says you might see the rocking chair move. I don't know. I'm not.
I yell at her all the time, her and Jackson, to leave the chair alone.
Okay, so that makes sense. I'm like, you want me to tell her that the chair is moving? She's like, tell her that I'm moving the rocking chair. So there you go.
I yell at her all the time.
And I also think maybe there's some things with the baby's name on them, it's like literally cut like named. Um, hold on. Do you have things with his name on it?
Yeah, we picked his name 2 days before she died.
Okay. Like I just that feels to be important to her. And she's showing me a mom holding a baby like a little statue figurine thing like this. And then she's
Yep,
showing me a releasing butterfly. So take that for what you will. That is how she's
I know
communicating.
exactly what she's talking. Yep.
Okay. Maybe you could tell her to tell me a little bit more plainly so it doesn't sound like I'm guessing what you're saying. That would be awesome.
She
I like the
loves you.
conversation. I like her
She
as well.
loves you, Isabella.
I tell everybody, if you think your loved one would enjoy me, I might be the person for you. If not, because I can be a little body, go somewhere else. I promise you, you could get a better job somewhere else. I'm just, she says, thank you for
Well, don't
wrapping
do
the
it.
baby up in a blanket. She goes, thank you for wrapping him up in a blanket or putting a blanket in there with him. She goes, I've got him now. Like, damn. She goes, I just worked so hard to get where I was. And she doesn't want people to be disappointed. Like that's her focus now is to not let people be disappointed, but to know that relapse just part of the program, she's saying. So that seems to be a big part of what she's doing over there when she's not chasing this toddler around, is kind of just helping people with this forgiveness or self-understanding. She's telling me I'm wrong. It's like the 12 steps. So she said between 10, the step 10 and 12, I have no idea what those are, although I should with my son. Um, so that's really where she focuses now. And it's that tough love that she gives everybody over there or the people that are around her to feel like they've transitioned from addiction as well too. She just keeps going, thank you, mom. Thank you. It's so quiet in the house now. She just keeps going, your house is too quiet.
She was my only kid.
I'm
I
like, you
lost
need to
her
go.
and my grandson.
Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. Saying, I just thought I had more time. I thought, she's in the bargaining stage. She's not stuck in that, but like she's just very reflective right now. I don't know if you've got some of her necklaces as well too. She just kissed one and handed it to you, so I'm not sure what this. Oh, you have it. Okay, cool. She just loves you so much. Please forgive me, everybody. I mean, this is.
Oh, don't.
She's doing super well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I hope this was helpful. Is there anything else you want me to ask her? Any questions?
Yeah.
Anything?
So can you ask her if I'm on the right journey doing what
Yes. She's like,
I'm
yeah, you don't
doing?
even have to finish that, Mom. Yes, 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 yes. Are you helping young people?
I am helping young people and I'm running for an Illinois Senate seat to change the laws to help addiction.
Girl,
Wow.
we'll move to Illinois to vote for you. I will move to Illinois to vote for you. I love that. Oh my God. Seriously?
Her journey has pushed, yes, her journey has brought me to this.
Email me, please, and send me some information. Listen, I will promote you the heck all over. Well, I'm not really on Facebook. I am, but I'm not. But Joan's on Instagram. I see her all the time on Instagram, although I don't post that much. But I will blow you up if you want. So just send me the information.
It is my goal is to honor their memory. I fought for justice for them and I got it. And now I am going all the way to the top and I'm going to continue to fight, even if it saves just one more person.
Wow.
When can we expect you to run for president?
I got to get in Senate first.
I'd vote
I
for
am
you.
running for Illinois Senate. I will be on this year's presidential ballot for Senate.
I'm thrilled for you. That's wonderful. Congratulations. And
they did this to
awesome.
me.
I mean, the journey with loss is interesting and very individualized. And for a lot of people like that, I've been doing this like almost 40 years. I've been doing this as a job. This is what I do. And it used to be that people would very much keep their grief private, especially with their children, because it was just such a taboo thing. And it still is quite a bit. But now I have noticed in the last 20, 15 years that a lot of people are taking their pain and really doing something good with it. Through all of that,
Yes.
kind of honoring their loved one and finding a different, rerouting themselves and finding a different reason to go on. I just wanted to die
lit
for like
my
a year.
path. Yeah, they lit my path literally to where I am today and fighting to get my name on the ballot.
I'm not laughing, but your aunt goes, you should run for sheriff and lock all those motherfuckers out. I'm telling you, I don't really censor myself with this, but like she's like, it's like all is. Your family's freaking awesome. Yeah. I would be honored to support you however I can. You are
I really
absolutely
appreciate you.
Listen, you think your family, they make me look good whenever I look good. And when I look bad, it's always on me. So yeah, they're doing great. I know all of you would rather talk to your loved ones instead of me. I try to do the best that I can, but please know they're doing well.
Well, I talk to them. I just can't hear them like you can.
All right.
So I got to get you so I can hear the other side of the conversation.
I know. And you know what I don't want to go off on it, but I really begin to do a lot of like therapy with this. So, areas that are we don't feel like we have closure with, we kind of continue that conversation in a very specific way. And I really like that. So that's kind of my unique focus on all this. But
I
congratulations.
appreciate
Please,
you. I will email you for sure, but
please do.
I am going to log off because I need to drive and I don't
Yep.
want to
Nope.
disturb
Drive.
you
And if
guys.
you want to, if anybody who needs to go, go. If you want a copy of this, just email me, say copy of recording, and I'll get it to you. Okay.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. You're
Merry
welcome.
Christmas.
Bye.
All right. Robert, you ready?
Yes.
All right. Bear with me just a minute. Let me see who is here for Robert. I'm going to put you in the. So there's a younger female here. You have a female in spirit, young?
Yeah,
Who is
but
this
when
to
you
you?
say younger,
Like under 25. I
no
mean,
one
improving.
comes to mind.
Hold on. There's one other gentleman here. And I'm sorry, I can't see your name. Saul, do you have a female in spirit? No?
No.
I do, yeah, but no one young like that.
This girl is young. Anybody have someone probably 17 to 21?
Uh, well, actually, a friend of mine's daughter, yes.
I think this might be for you then. Is it okay to go to you for a minute?
Sure.
I'll come back, Robert.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Was this young lady's passing unexpected?
Yes.
Could you please tell her mom she's sorry and she is okay?
Definitely will.
I like I just feel sheepish a little bit. Not exactly embarrassed, but like I feel embarrassed a little bit. And she goes, "I'm sorry. I am okay. I'm sorry. Please tell her mom." I'm gonna stick with you for a minute. Let's see who else shows up. I'm a young man. You don't have a son in spirit, do you?
I do.
Okay, well, he is with this young lady because she's like, come over here, come over here. Um, all right, let me focus on this. There's an older gentleman beside this, the young lady's still there. Um, Dad's still living?
My son's dad, no. He's
Okay,
transitioned also.
so there isn't that weird? We before we lose somebody important, we say died or passed, and now when we lose someone, we're kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
transition. It seems
Yeah.
less permanent. So there's somebody's dear son's dad next to him. So those are the three people for you. Give me just a second. And was your son's passing unexpected as well, too?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Just a second. I'm just kind of tuning into how they want to communicate. How old was your son?
17.
All right, I wrote 19. That's has it been about a year since how long ago did he transition?
May of 2021, so a little over 2 years.
Okay, so it's
So he is, yeah.
19, something like that to me. Um, Hold on. Was he a little bit reserved?
Yeah.
Okay, because they come through as they were in life. I'm going to give him just a second to feel more comfortable with me, and he'll probably start talking. He kind of looks familiar. I've never read for you.
No.
Are you with Helping Parents Heal?
Yes.
I wonder, have you been in any groups that I've been in? Done a big group?
Yeah.
I've seen this young man before. Sorry, I'm not trying to be weird or,
Yeah.
but I, I swear I think I recognize him. Okay, so he's going to start to loosen up a little bit. I just feel a little reserved, cautious, maybe a slight bit introverted. Um, so he wants me to lie to you and tell you how fun everything is and like this good kind of fun that he's having. I'm not because he's still not that he didn't have fun before, but he still feels like very much the same kind of personality that he's got. Observant, watchful. Would he observe people and things?
Yes.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
feel like he's not going to take anything at face value. Like his opinion on things are trustworthy for him. Um, but I will say this is the truth. Look, I'm doing so well. I'm not going to give him the effervescent personality that he wants me to lie to you about. I'll say it, but I don't believe it. But there's this, I'm doing very well. It's this solidness to him. Um, did this just feel like a kick in the gut? He goes, Mom, I'm sorry. I still feel like you might be in shock from this. Are you in shock? Does it still feel not real?
Some days, yeah, some days it just hits me like, did this actually
Right?
happen?
Right? He's making me feel in shock. And like he's showing me being very, very, very like throwing himself over you in those moments. Um, because I couldn't have talked to that. Would he take some accountability for this?
Yes.
Okay. Because I just wish I could have talked about it because I fucking know what you know. Now he's opening up a little bit. Sorry, my commentary. He's like, I feel this pressure that he would have put on himself. And like it might have looked like he had a sourpuss on his face sometimes, but he's like, I didn't really. Like I just wondering what it feels like everybody around him, or he would have felt maybe had their shit together or figured out. And he's very bright, but he showed me kind of not feeling like he fit in so much. Does this make sense to you, Mom?
Very much.
But he's got friends, and I believe him. And this young lady is apparently one of. Did they know each other here? I feel like they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. Her mom is my best friend. We used to be my best
Okay.
friend.
Okay. Um. Okay. So now I know. Okay. I'm sorry for holding everybody up, but like a whole bunch is going on behind the scenes. Um. So the young lady just said, "Are you very disappointed in her mom?" Is what she said.
We had a
No.
fall. We grew up
Okay.
together. Yeah, and we had a falling out the last few years, but this
Okay.
brought us back together.
We do not need to go into any detail on any of that, but like her daughter has kind of got an attitude with that, and your son's like, I can't believe you said that. Like he's like, oh, I swear to God, I would give $1 billion for him to see what I see over here. So anyway, back to your son. This sense of kind of just ease and letting things go. He wants me to tell you that's easy for him now, but it's getting easier. I will give him that it's getting easier, and I kind of feel like I'm allowing myself to go with the flow and have fun, and then all of a sudden I'm pulling back and like very reserved and restricted. But he says he's working on it. He's working on it. Bear with me. Had he gotten a little snappy with you before he transitioned?
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
very
I apologize for this. He's like sharp with his words, kind of snappy with you.
very.
Like I don't know why, because I love her. Listen, I have 6 sons. This looks like a normal day that ends in Y in my house when they were this age. So I think these things mostly would have passed, but mom can be is the most annoying person in the world when
Yeah.
you're this age, regardless of gender. Um, Joan Michael just said, "Not for me, Mom." Sorry, I'm telling you, there's a whole peanut gallery going on when I get to this point. So everybody has commentary. So Joan Michael just swore that he got along with you great when he was 17. Back to this young man. It's like this. He wants to apologize for that. You have to know I love you. I need you. He says, no, you don't have to do anything, but he hopes and he wants you to know that he loves you. Like, I don't hate you. He might have said that. Like, he might have been a real, says, this girl's
Yeah.
calling him, you were real dick to your mom. Like, you were a real asshole. And he's like, all right. So he's admitting that he, like, could have been kinder. Um, does he have siblings?
Yes.
Okay, because he's showing me like yelling at siblings too, like slamming the door on people. Just get the fuck like just he's yeah, okay, I was an asshole. Um, but like now they kind of feel oh, this feels important, so I'll say it. Is there a daughter? Do you have a daughter?
I have a granddaughter. I don't have a
That's
daughter.
not okay. Hold on. How old is your son then? How old are his siblings?
Well, actually, I have a step. I'm sorry, I have a stepdaughter.
Okay,
Um,
is she feeling and maybe you would know this and maybe you wouldn't. I want to get this right because he doesn't want her to feel any fault or blame at all. He feels, I don't know if any of that makes sense to you, and I feel like I'm
It
kind of
does.
just
It
okay. So
does.
he's don't, because she's kind and sweet, and like I don't want anybody to think that there was something else that could have been done, or if we would have said, like he's mortified, like, and that's authentic and genuine. Like he is absolutely mortified at that. He's just very sorry. I have to be honest, he seems much more mortified that he's hurt this young lady than you, because he's like, my mom will love me no matter what. And he goes, I'm sorry, mom, I'm sorry.
That was his girlfriend, which I treated as a daughter. That's
Okay,
his
so that
girlfriend.
makes so much more sense,
Yeah.
so much. Like, why are you
Yeah.
so worried about sister? But
Yeah.
he's like
Yeah.
focused on this. um
Yes.
Wait, I don't know that he was artistic, because I kind of do you have anything with this, like scribbling or writing or drawing on it? I know that's very general, but do you have anything that might look like a logo on it that he would have written?
I can't think right the second. I mean, there's a lot of things. Yeah.
Like showing me sitting at a desk in his room. I don't even know if he had a desk in there. And like I scribble notes with a pen, and I have this stupid spiral notebook that I scribble on when I'm doing this. And it's like he's drawing this logo on there, and it feels like I'm going over and over and over it. And he's showing me just kind of trying to get stuff out. I don't know what the point of any of that is. And I'm just being honest with you. I tell you what they show me, and that's where I go. Um, it's like, but I almost wanted to go like this with it, like with my fist. And he said that's kind of how I felt on the inside. I think you might have like said to him or thought to yourself, like, I don't even know who you are anymore. Like, what happened to you? He's like, Mom, I don't know, but I am okay. I don't know if he had some mental health issues going on. I'm unsure what he's trying to show me with this, but please know he's absolutely okay. He really is working on some stuff, and he feels better, and like I'm relaxing and just allowing other people. I think he would have maybe tried to control his environment, and when that didn't work, I think he felt ostracized by peers, or I don't know what he's trying to show, but all of those things you showed me, that's in the past. Like these are memories for me. What's important is now, and making amends. He said something to the equivalent of making amends. He just needs you to know, I'm sorry. Does he usually apologize like this when you talk to him? No?
No, not when he was here. No,
No.
never.
I mean, readings before since he's
Now, yes, in readings he does all the time.
okay. Because like I'm like a little skeptical when you told me he doesn't apologize, because this feels like this cannot be the first time you've heard this
Yeah.
in spirit.
No, he does all the time.
Yeah, he's very sorry. He loves you. Was he very bright?
Yes.
Like he's so much smarter than I am, but I feel just like he would have felt like a misfit. He's going, I just didn't know. I didn't know. I think there was like increased testosterone in this kid, like just that blah. But he loves you. Is there anything you want me to ask him or talk to him about? Any questions? I feel like I've just rambled ad nauseum with you, and I am so sorry.
No,
That is
it's okay. I guess just I hear of stories of people like loved ones come to you and stuff, and I just his phone picture was changed to him and his dad, and which he never ever had on when I found his phone from the accident.
well, that out. He said, I've worked all that out. That's why. Was that a difficult relationship with him?
Yes.
Because
But
he's sorry, that's the interrupting part. He goes, well, I've worked all that shit out.
yeah.
Um, so that he changed the picture on the phone.
Yeah, I mean, did he have like a dream like months before? Like, did he have some inkling of, how some people say like they kind of felt something was going to
Premonition.
happen? Like,
Like,
yeah,
no, I feel depressed. I feel like, yeah, here's Isabella's opinion. I think this young man had a buttload of emotions that he didn't particularly know how to deal with. And I think the safe people in his life that he knew were not going to abandon him, I think he took it out on them. And probably a couple of other friends or things like that. Um, he feels out of control. Not now. I specifically asked, show up as like, because what evidence am I going to give you of how they're doing over there if I don't tell you who they were here? That's my thought. I don't know if
yeah,
that makes everybody, but hold on. Oh wow, okay. So his dad died before him,
Yes.
and that feels like it fucked him. Um,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, it did.
like things didn't quite. There was no closure. Not there's no closure, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
I mean, when he first saw his dad, it's like, fuck you, hands up. It's like this, and then immediately running toward, like, I'm going between grown man, I want to kick somebody's butt, and then running, I need a hug. He said the hug part ran out, but he's like yelling at his dad when he saw him. Like, why? And he goes, and now I've left those questions. Why?
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if that's for you. That's the answer he gave.
Yeah. And one
I,
one other thing, quick.
I don't, I don't think he had a premonition consciously. I don't.
Okay. Okay.
Um, I've had some people in spirit tell me, "Oh yeah, we saw this coming, or we've always known," and that's not anything that he's indicated to
Right.
me. I'll tell you.
Right.
Um, I will say this, and I've probably said this to most of you here, and not to you, but I have such a weird freaking job anyway. Like I've always just seen dead people all of my life, so it's just a normal segue. But here's the creepier thing: I know when everybody is going to die. How fucking bizarre is that and morbid? It's it's crazy knowing that for others, but it's almost impossible to know that for the people in your life. So I have a daughter
Yeah.
in spirit, husband in spirit, my best friend is in spirit, my parents. You expect your parents to go, maybe your spouse, but a child, and to know that is coming, and to know
Yeah.
how and like, know it is coming, to try everything in my power to prevent that and couldn't do it. So I'm sharing that with you because I don't think there would be anything that anyone could have said or done or anything that could have been changed that this young man would still be here. That is my opinion. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
a lot of mediums believe that or feel that, and I'm not saying it precludes free will. My
Mm-hmm.
sense of free will is that it's more so before we're born when we kind of decide what we want to experience and the people we want to experience it with. But
Yeah.
I he is not showing me consciously being aware this was coming. I feel apathetic about it, if I'm being honest,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I don't feel that he knew. He's being pretty honest, except for how effervescent he is, which I'm calling bullshit on still. But everything else is very believable that he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Would you? He just keeps going stupid accident. He just goes stupid accident.
Yeah, I can't get the police report. I can't get myself to do it yet. And he made it sound from a different reading that he kind of over corrected. But he said, not my fault, but my fault, because it was like a chain of reactions. Was there something in
Yeah.
the road?
He just said it was a stupid accident. Stupid accident is all
Uh,
he's saying to me. I feel like
okay.
maybe there was cars in front of him and like your son showed me going off to the left. And then like that's what he's showing me. It's just stupid
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing
Uh,
changes it, so it doesn't matter to me.
I think here's I'm putting my therapist hat on. When you have this kind of cataclysmic loss and it's like all the pieces of the puzzle that are your brain
Yeah.
explode. And a couple pieces are lost forever. And we spend the next several years trying to put everything back together to make sense. And then when we think that it does, we'll have another question or thought or experience and we have to rearrange it. So it I think you should have some peace at some point. It's probably not going to be tomorrow. It might
Mm-hmm.
be, but
Mm-hmm.
I think you will find a story or an explanation that makes this make sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And some really the best that we can hope for in these situations.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not dream of him?
I do.
You do dream of him?
Yes.
Because he says he's trying to do more dreams. That's why I ask. He says he's trying to do more dreams. Doesn't he look good in his dreams? He's saying, doesn't he look good when you see me?
He's a cutie and he knows it.
That was said without modesty, let me just say. Anything else to ask him?
I've
And I'm putting
yeah, I've taken the direction of I connect with him. I learned that through the HBH, and I started doing it for other grieving people.
I like that.
And yeah, I guess I'm kind of all over, like I'm following like what direction do I take with this? Because I never wanted to do it for other people. I just wanted my son. And the
Hmm.
last 6 months kind of changed, and I have like every like my friend and people are just calling to me, and I just want to help them, and like I guess some direction with it. Like, because my thing is I feel my son less since I've been doing it for other people, and
I
I
can
don't like that.
understand. Yeah, I can understand that, but it's almost like he's a conduit or a guide helping you do all of this. So he would be kind of like the conductor, bringing people in. I think he's working in tandem with you, and I can understand your sense of feeling less connected to him. But from what
Yeah.
he's showing me, it would seem he's bringing the people in. So
Okay.
you see your background is the aurora borealis. Do you kind of
Yeah.
visualize or meditate some astral looking stuff when you do this? Because that's how he's showing it to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, kind of like brings the people in, and there's a long line. So to me, it doesn't look like you're done with this anytime soon. Good news, bad news.
Okay. No, I
Hey,
like
get with
it.
do the testing if you think you want to do this. I have clients that have lost everybody. About 55% of my clients are parents, and I would not be as effective as I am, or I hope that I am, if I had not experienced that loss myself. Like I did this job before my daughter transitioned, and I remember thinking after a really good reading, like, why are you still sad? I don't get that. You know, like you get some tremendous evidence, and
Right.
then my daughter is, and I'm like, oh fuck, I
Yeah.
just alive. Like, how do you continue to breathe with all of
Yeah.
this pain?
Yeah.
So I, I, I see the benefits of having that experience, and perhaps one day that might be something that you experience too.
Right. Okay.
And listen, we're going to see him again. And I know
Yeah.
it's not tomorrow. I know the physicality of them being here, especially with the holidays and everything, is tremendous. We feel it more, but
Yeah.
they're just nowhere separate that they are.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. It still sucks.
It does. But
No, I mean, you will be fine. Essentially, so we will all be fine. But in the moment, it's really hard. So
hmm
sorry that
yeah.
we should.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, let's do Robert. Thank you for being patient, Robert, with all of these gorgeous women around you. I am certain it was not a hardship. Hold on.
No
Can you say
problem.
something? I can? There we go. All right, let's see who we've got here. Well, I've got a female for you. So I've got two females right off the bat. Is your mom in spirit?
No.
You have a grandmother in spirit? This lady feels
Yeah.
very mature. Okay. Um, who's the other female for you here?
You're asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Probably my sister
Okay,
or
like
cousin.
I feel love for you, but it's not that kind of wow, chicken, wow, wow, love. Like I feel that kind of love. So I'm thinking this is your sister. I've got grandmother and sister. Hold on just a minute. Got an older female here. Is dad still here?
No.
Okay. I think this is dad. Um, wait. So is your mom's mom in spirit?
Yes.
Were you close with her?
Very close. Yes.
Did she like your dad?
Good question.
Gonna
Uh,
give me my opinion. Hell no. She's like wanting to kick his butt. Like when
yeah.
dad
You know
showed
what? That sounds about right. Yeah.
up.
Neither she nor my grandfather. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's like she's looking at him like this, like you can just move on, buddy. I'm gonna give your
That's
dad like
fun.
2 seconds. I'm gonna tell you he's proud of you. He's very sorry. Well, what's with all the apologies today? Um, he says, oh, that's so harsh. Would you understand your dad saying he was useless in your life? That seems
Yeah.
harsh to
Yeah.
me. Okay.
Yeah. I was just telling someone today that before I was born, he was already out of the picture.
Okay. So he's just going, he was useless. He's very sorry. This lady literally wants to kill him. I mean, not like she just doesn't not care for him at all. So dad's just kind of like, when you've got two or three dogs or cats, and one of the cats like go after another animal and they kind of slink away, trying not to be seen. That's your dad right now. Sorry for that. But he's like, I'm gonna just get out of here and make no eye contact. So I'm gonna go back up here.
That's funny.
Your grandmother. All right, let me focus on her. She wicked protective of you. Was that her in life too? Like staunchly defending you?
Again?
Was your grandmother like very staunchly defending you in life?
Yeah, she was my champion.
I mean, I think behind closed doors, she'd tell you exactly what she thinks, but like, I feel this united front. Don't mess with my baby. Don't. Um, hold on. She live in New York?
Yes.
Because she's like, I'm from New York. Like, I'm from Young Brooklyn. So I don't know. I'm gonna make that word up. But like, she's like, I'm from New York. We don't take any of this. So like in public, she's gonna fight anybody. Like seriously, I think she scares me a little bit in a good way. I think we all need somebody like this on our side.
Yeah.
She's just very proud of you. Now she's crying. She's choking up. She's like, I don't really cry, but she's crying. Um, Hold on. You're such a good man. You're such a good man. Uh, would you understand her saying she takes credit for how good you are?
Yeah, I would. I definitely do. Yeah, sure.
And
Yeah.
like the helpfulness that you are to everybody, making sure everybody has what they need. She's like, she's just so proud of you. She's just incredibly proud of you. Are you like the most helpful person? Go out of your way for everybody?
Well, certainly in my family, I try to be that person, and I try to go the extra mile in small ways that make a difference.
I would say that's a huge success. I mean, from what she's going, and I know she's a little biased towards you, but she's just showing like above and beyond, above and beyond. Like you're this protector to everybody. Your sister's chiming in. So this is your sister? We think your sister. How old was she when she passed? Did I ask you?
Uh, 52, I believe.
I was darn close. I wrote 49. Okay. She's telling me thank you for that. Um, jeez. Give me just a second. I'm sorry, Robert. Did she come through last time that we talked, your sister?
No, she didn't. Uh,
This is all
my
stuff.
friend's, my yeah,
Go ahead.
it was my friend's sister who came through.
Did your sister have a hard life? Would she have thought she had a hard life? I want to make
Well,
sure this sister.
unless it's maybe my Cindy's sister, but hard life, I guess. I don't know how you categorize hard. I mean, she was born special needs,
Okay.
and
I'm not complaining, but it feels like things that would be easy for you and I would be more challenging for her.
yeah.
And maybe she wouldn't have even realized when she was here that there was an extra step or an extra challenge, but she's telling me, no, I kind of knew this. Um, oh boy, were you very close with this young lady?
Yeah, we were close.
She's calling you her baby or she's your baby, and I don't know which one. Um, she just keeps going, thank you. I'm okay. Thank you. Hold on. I need just a second, Robert. I'm like, she's full of emotion, flooding me with emotion, and I need to just be able to kind of do this. I don't know if she lived away from you at some point. Did she live somewhere else at some point?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. Was this a facility that helped care for her?
Yes.
Okay, because she's showing me a place and there were other people there to take care of her. But when you showed up, she's just very grateful for this. And I feel like the way you like, she's excited to see you and kind of telling people about you. She says thanks. She's like, I feel giddy with all of this. Um, I think you maybe always bring her something, even if it's something small. And she's showing me kind of giving you pictures and things like that as well too. This is as best as she's showing me. She goes, "This is my best that I can do." She just keeps going, "I love him so much."
Yeah, she was always telling me how much she loves me. I was a bit of a clown. I joked around with her a lot, and so
There's
she pretty.
innocent these tears. I need you to hear it. This is different than this like full emotion of love. There's an innocence to her tears, and it's like gentle and pure and just nothing there outside of love. And like you're the greatest thing in the world. She showed me you being like the moon to her, just the world. She says she still talks about you all of the time. She's calling her, she says she's your angel now. Do you call her your
Awesome.
angel or believe she's your angel?
I talk to her, and I know that she's around, and I pretty much have that kind of relationship with her. I know she's looking out for me.
Yeah, I mean, she's just saying that she's your angel. Okay, is there anything you want me to ask your sister or your grandmother?
Um, just how's my uncle doing? As for my grandmother,
Is he still
her
here?
son. No, he's passed recently.
Well, let's see if I'm going to ask him. Hold on. Hold on. Let me ask your grandmother. Had he lost a lot of weight before he died?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so there he is. She goes, "Would you put that weight back on?" Listen, I asked that they show up as you last knew them in case I have to describe them to you, but she's telling her to put the weight back on. So here's this man's very slender. Um, I'm supposed. Did he smoke at some point in his life?
I don't recall him being a smoker unless it was years ago when they were younger, when
I
everybody
don't know. I
smoked.
think he might have smoked like 19 to 24, something like
Yeah.
that. And I don't know if he did military service. Was he in the military ever?
No.
What is he showing me that? Okay. I'm just telling you, he's showing me Navy stuff, like very specific Navy stuff. So I don't know if that's important to you or anybody, but he's showing not him being in the Navy. He's just showing me Navy stuff.
Yeah.
Your
Well,
grandmother.
his oldest son was in the Navy.
Oh, cool. All right. And his son is still here.
Yes,
Would you tell his son how much he loves him and is proud of him?
I will.
Very, very proud. Your grandmother says that she got him. Of course I was there. Of course I was there. Of course I was there. She's going. Wasn't alone for a second. I think he might have transitioned in a hospital. Did he was it hospital or hospice?
Yes, I believe it was a facility. Yeah.
Okay. Because it doesn't feel at home. Sorry, I don't know if you anybody hears anything. People are shooting off fireworks outside. So I'm sorry if that's interruptive. Um, your grandmother is going, would you tell them to shut up? So I'm just letting everybody know there's fireworks out there. Um, so your uncle, he is absolutely okay. It's like terrible around the holidays he's going, but like I don't have any more pain. I don't have any more pain, and that feels massive. I feel like he's very close with his children.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
almost feel like you might have been considered, I don't know if a favorite, but pretty close, if not a favorite. Um, he's just grateful. I think this man had this is Isabella because he's not talking a lot. He's showing me pictures. Like I feel like at some point he had like Catholicism or some faith in his life. Then maybe that was less important as he was going on. He showed me family being so important, a lot of pride in this Navy person, but in everybody. Um, he says he's like, I got over my temper when I was about 60. He's going, I'm okay. I'm okay. Just like the family feels to be very important. Did he like to drink like red wine or like grappa?
Oh yeah, he did like to drink. He liked his beer and the shots every now and then.
Okay. This is something he misses. He said, see, that's going to piss me off because I love to smoke. And if they don't make arrangements for me to smoke in spirit, I should just live forever. I don't drink. So that's not going to be a problem. But like he misses this a lot. And I don't think it's been a month since he's been over there. Maybe a month. I don't know. but like he's like, I'm okay. I'm okay. He's wanting me to hand you an envelope. Uncomfortable with this topic. I don't like to discuss money, but I don't know who's doing his estate. It doesn't feel like everybody's getting millions of dollars, but he's trying to hand me an envelope to hand to you. So it feels like there's something small you will get, whether it's financial or a belonging. I don't know. Um, he just, I think this man was buried. Was he buried and not cremated? I don't know why that's important.
He was buried. He was buried. Yes.
So he wants you to go to the cemetery when it gets warmer. It's like it's not going to be in January because it's going to be so damn cold and like the wind and snow. I don't know where you are, but apparently it's going to be very cold in January. But he wants you to go and you can talk to him there. He's proud of you. He's proud of you. He's proud. He would have been proud to call you his son. He's actually calling you son.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he has 6 boys, and I always felt like I was one of the boys.
I would say, oh, me too. 6 boys. It's a lot. Um, he's doing beautifully, Robert. I mean, he seems very content. Has this been like just a couple of weeks since he's passed?
A few months.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I could feel like he's gonna sit back, hands behind his head, and just kind of like watch everything. And people are
Yeah.
doing the right. People are doing
That's
the
how he
right.
was in life. Always observing things. Yeah. Quiet
Okay.
and observing.
Is his wife still here?
Yes.
Would
Well,
you?
the one he left. Yes, his second wife.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody have some cognitive decline?
Over there, or over here.
Here, not you.
Okay. No. Um. My grandmother did, and he did as well.
That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone.
Hmm.
I don't. Well, he's wanted me to say dementia, but this is not dementia. This feels like old age.
Yeah.
Um, he just wants me to say he loves you. He's okay. And like he's sitting back watching everything and everyone. He's good. He's good. Any
As I know he
questions?
will be. I just want to tell him happy birthday. Today was his birthday, and
Very modest about this. I'm going to interrupt you. Sorry, this is an interrupting thing. I don't know if you'll be able to validate this, but I think I'm getting this right. Do you know if he lost a child at infant or under 2?
yeah, I believe one of his sons was a twin.
Okay. He says to tell you he's got the kid over here, is what he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm so
All right.
sorry for interrupting you. You were saying something. I'm sorry.
No, just that it was his birthday today.
Like, have a toast for me, have a drink for me. It's that kind of thing. I swear to God, this
Mhm.
man spoke at some point because I have cigarettes over there. He's like, I really miss those. I really miss those. I have no
Mhm.
alcohol in this house, so can't be missing that. But he's doing beautifully, Robert. Is there anybody else you want to talk to? Any other questions?
Not to him, but just as far as my father. My father still hanging around there,
I'm gonna
or was he
have to.
chased? Or was he
I
chased
can
off?
find him. Well, he was chased off, but I mean, if I move away from your grandmother, I can. Hold on. All right, I've got. He's like hiding behind the door. Not hiding behind the door, but he's standing behind the door. I think because her again, it's like having 20 people in your room, so he's
Yeah.
kind of out of shot from her, but he's right over there. Thank
Well,
you for
tell him
forgiving
all is.
me. Thank you for
Yeah.
forgiving me. He's saying. I think that's what you're going to say because he's like, thank you for
Yeah.
forgiving me. He doesn't
Yeah.
deserve it. He's going, I don't deserve it, son. I don't like. I can't even call you son, but he said you are my son. And the amount of responsibility that you bring into everything he's saying, such a better man than I was. Hold on. Did he have other children?
Yes, he did.
I feel like I got other family, but I don't really focus on them as well. He just says he tomcatted around. He just was worthless and
That's
useless.
the that's
And
the guy.
like, just he's calling himself a piece of shit.
He was quite the philanderer.
I've those DNA tests, like the home one ancestry.
Yeah.
My dad was an amazing father, an amazing father. He was probably the worst husband that you could ever imagine. And I have one sister, from my mom and dad. And I'm so afraid to have one of those DNA tests done because I know there's going to be 20 siblings out there. I'm not like, I'm not even joking. So,
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that part of my dad when I was growing up. Thankfully, I learned about it as an adult, which wasn't easier, but he was a great dad, not a good husband at all. So I'm sorry that we kind of, well, we don't share that. We maybe share the philandering part. Wait, how?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am
Well,
incredibly inappropriate this evening. Please forgive me for that. That was
that's
uncalled for. I'm
understandable. No,
trying to
no.
connect, it's just like I know a parent like that.
You call them as you see them. I get it. Believe me.
Right. Well, I call them as they tell me they are.
Yeah.
If I am not brave enough to have these opinions of anyone out loud. I don't know if you could see my face sometimes. I'm a little like, oh, I don't know if I want to say that because it feels like it might hurt someone. But I made a promise that if they show up, and I will be honest, give an honest accounting of what they're showing me. I know he's sorry. I know that you'll see him. How old are you?
I'm 60.
Oh God. All right. So like in 40 plus years, you will see him. You got a long time to be here, mister. You'll see him and then you can make the decision. But he says he feels like you'd hug him, but you're gonna have to outrun these people over here who literally want to burn him at the stake.
Yeah.
This is so bizarre. But they'll get over it. I think they feel, listen, I think we get the parents that we need in life. I don't
Yeah.
think we often appreciate that, but I think his absence gave you other family and showed you how to be an incredible parent and person to everyone in your life.
Well, it certainly changed the course of how everything is, but that's just life, right?
Right?
Gotta roll with the punches. Yeah.
Well, I hope this was helpful, Robert.
Very helpful. Thank
I
you.
haven't seen you in such a long time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So I just kind of go off and ramble. If I didn't have a time limit on this, we'd still be going at 10 o'clock tonight. I can just do this all day long. So I hope this was beneficial to everybody. Thank you so much for showing up. I wish you all a wonderful holiday. And if you want a copy of this, please just email me and please let me hear from you and we'll give you some time in the
Thank you.
next, yeah, soon. All right.
Okay.
Happy holidays,
Happy
everybody.
Happy
Merry
holidays.
holidays.
Christmas,
Thank you so
everyone.
All right.
much.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye bye.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Bye bye.